seed of having a potato festival, Alliston Rotary Club was right on board, and that was in 1972. I'm not sure how long we've done the parade, but it's been for many years. Potatoes are a big part of our industry, and the potato festival itself was really drawn around that to have a festival before the first potato harvest in the fall. So here we are, we're celebrating 2022, and the crowds are just wonderful. They're having fun, the kids are smiling, and it looks like it's going to be a great evening. No rain tonight.
Oh, isn't that nice? Yeah, we got a beautiful evening for it. And after a couple of years of COVID-related lockdowns, people have a pent-up demand to get back out into the community and enjoy themselves. You know, the Rotary Alliston Rotary Potato Festival Parade is just the start of the Potato Festival. We kick it off here tonight at 7 p.m. The fairgrounds is open as well. Down there, they've got a music stage. The Lions have a beer garden. There's an amusement park for the kids. A whole host of vendors. And some fun for everybody. There's a number of activities that are happening over the course of the weekend. The downtown here on this stretch of Victoria will be closed to traffic tomorrow.
Oh, that's a big day, Saturday, when this is closed.
Saturday, you'll see vendors, you'll see entertainment. There's a kids zone down over at Center Street. There's a ton of stuff to do. There's a classic car show behind me that will happen down towards King Street here on Victoria, and fun for the whole family. The potato pancake breakfast is tomorrow at the St. John's United Church, just a couple of blocks east of where we're sitting right now.
And they've held that for many years.
They've got a bunch of volunteers that love to come out, and and some dignitaries are helping as well. And I hear the potato pancakes are delicious.
And I hope they're using our local maple syrup.
So that pancake breakfast goes from 8 o'clock in the morning until 11. And then there's a ton of stuff to do. There's dog shows, and there's demonstrations. There's hot air balloon rides, free pony rides for the kids. It's a marvelous event. The Potato Festival is for people of all ages, and we've got all ages here tonight for the parade.
There certainly is. And that's nice to see, because we haven't been in crowds for so long. Even our Rotary meetings we've been doing on Zoom, and it's just great to see people, talk to them,
It is
smile
nice to
back.
get back together again. It sure is. Patricia, you've been at the Potato Festival for many years. What's your favorite part?
My favorite part of the festival probably is Saturday, coming downtown. Everybody's here, the whole town and surrounding area. People come just for that.
Well,
and I love that. You meet so many people, and new people, old friends. It's a great time.
I used to come up here when I lived in Toronto, and it was, for me, it was a draw to come to a small town and see them celebrate their heritage and the things that make them special. So we've got people from all over Ontario here, and of course from New Tecumseh, from Barrie, from Angus, from Bradford. Everyone who can make the trip, it's certainly worthwhile, and I would encourage everyone to come out. There's a weekend pass that will get you into the fairgrounds for all of their events, or just come for the day and bring the children, bring the grandchildren. There's a ton of stuff to do, and not all of it costs money.
No, and we're going to have a great weather weekend, which is nice for a change. No rain. It's going to be great for everyone. The kids will love it. I'm just trying to see down the street if I can see our first OPP cruiser.
Well, it's not going to be a cruiser. It's Sergeant Arnett is going to be on a motorcycle tonight.
Oh, is he?
At least that's what he told me.
Well, that's a change, and it could be. I'm hearing noises, and people are clearing off the street.
Yep, so it's only going to be a matter of a minute or two. While we still have a minute or two, tell the folks a little bit about the Rotary Club of Alliston, how what else we do here besides run this Potato Festival Parade.
Oh, we do the Santa Claus Parade, the Nightlight Parade it's called, and we've done that for years, and that happens in late November, and it's a lot of fun. We always had a gala every year, but COVID came along and we kind of gave that one up because you couldn't do it on Zoom very well. Hopefully we'll get back to that sort of thing and get the public involved. We have a lot of entertainment for the kids in town. We have the adventure park was built by Rotary. We have the Rotary pool. We have the splash pad. There is a lot of activities for kids that Rotary has gotten involved in over the last few years.
And we also have an event in January called 12th Night. And we haven't been able to hold that since 2019 as well. But we volunteers from the club go around and collect all the Christmas trees we can get our hands on in early January when people put them out on the curb.
Or we encourage them to bring them to Rotary Park.
And then we take them down to Riverdale Park. Put them in a massive pile. And the fire department comes around and makes sure everybody's safe. And we set up the hay bales. How about that for dyslexia? And to create a perimeter so that people can be safe around it. And we create a bonfire that runs for more than an hour, and it's a delight at nighttime in January. Hopefully we'll have a decent weather and it won't be too cold for that this year.
And Rotary gets involved. We have hot dogs and hot chocolate for sale, and we sell it for $25 a hot dog and $25 for the hot drink.
You mean 25 cents?
I mean $25. 25 cents. So it's a good outing. You bring the kids. You keep warm with the hot chocolate. Have a snack. And it's a great evening.
Let's tell the folks a little bit about what they're going to see tonight. We've got a wide variety of entrants in this parade. We've got some charitable organizations. We've got 5 bands. Some of them are marching. Some of them will be on floats.
Our Shriners. We have several Shriners.
You got to love the Shriners. There's 5 different Shriners entries from around Ontario, and they're going to have their go-karts and. They're going to be, in various get-ups. They'll be on a Viking ship. They'll have their little red caboose. That's a self-propelled vehicle that looks like a railroad caboose. They have a lot of fun. These guys are they're on the other side of young, let's put it that way, but they do fantastic work for the community, especially children's hospitals.
And for the children, those cars, those go-karts that they have, apparently the reason for them was that they were lower to the kids. They could look at the kids could see them better. They weren't in something tall, and that's how that began with the go-karts, was to entertain the kids, give them some fun. And as you say, the Shriners Hospitals, all the Shriners clubs are involved in the Shriners Hospitals for children.
I think the Shriners members that drive those go-karts are having more fun than the audience, going around in circles. And they got the pickup truck with the ramps, and they go up over the pickup truck and down the front of it again, and then turn around and come back.
They're great entertainment for all ages, not just for kids. Well, I'm still wondering if they're on their way. It looks like something going on, but it's too far away to see.
No, they'll be here soon. I see some flashing lights, but I hope it's not a train.
You can always count on a train when a parade's going on.
Well, that is a risk, of course, because downtown Alliston is a level crossing on the CPR main line, serving the Honda plant and points north and west. And we do get a lot of trains every day, and that is a risk that it could interrupt our parade. We'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope that doesn't happen, but it could, so we could be down for 5 or 10 minutes, in which case we'll talk about Rotary some more, if people haven't heard enough already.
Well, George and I are both past presidents of Rotary, and we've served more than once. And so it's a great organization. We have great volunteers. They want to go out and help in the public, and if we can help another organization, we're right there to do it. And George, what do you get out of Rotary now? You're really busy.
Well, I've joined Rotary here in Alliston in 2017 when I moved to town, and it's a great way to make an impact on the community and to integrate yourself into the community, to get to know make some friends, get to know some people, and feel like you're making a difference in the new place where you live. So I think it was a good move for me to do that, and I love doing the volunteer work. Even though I'm still working, I make time to do it, like organizing this parade, for example, helping out at the AIM Regatta, the Abilities in Motion Regatta, a couple of weeks ago, where developmentally challenged people get an outing in canoes and kayaks, and get on the river, and get to do things that regular people do. So that's valuable, and there's an opportunity for volunteering just about everywhere you look. And there's so many organizations in this town rely on volunteers to keep them going, like Matthew's House, the hospice, for example.
They do.
The hospital foundation that raises money for the planned expansion of Stevenson Memorial. So many things that you can do to make an impact, and I find that it's very rewarding. Giving is actually a manner of receiving.
Well, we have some great organizations with the Lions Club and Kiwanis. They're all great volunteers in our community, and we all kind of work together on different things, and I'm proud of them all. Everyone does their own thing and something different, and when you can join in and help them and put a smile on someone else's face, it's wonderful.
Well,
and I'm hearing the sirens now.
Yep, they're coming.
And I think I see your police officer on his bike.
You were mentioning the Adventure Playground, Patricia, and that was a Rotary project that when it was first developed 10 or 12 years ago. Over the course of time, it got a little tired. Some of the equipment got broken. Some of the equipment had to face new safety regulations and had to be rendered obsolete. Right. And so the park was basically closed for a couple of years. But the town, the province, and the federal government all chipped in some money to rebuild it. With brand new equipment, a new surface. It's a fantastic playground now.
Oh, it's so well used.
Every time I drive by, it's just next to the hospital on Fletcher Crescent, and every time I drive by, it is loaded with kids and families.
Pad right across the road.
Right across the street. That's right.
It's and that's been there for a few years too. 9 years.
Yep. So it's all of those things happen because of volunteers and fundraising. And it's everybody giving back to the community to make Alliston a better place.
Oh, this community is wonderful for giving. They're always coming out to our events and supporting us, supporting all the organizations. And that's what makes our community so special.
It is a pretty cool town, and I love living here. So I think here are the police coming, but they're not here. They're not here to arrest us.
No. It looks like it's a long parade. I can see behind it.
It is a long parade. We have 62 entries.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. So we'll. And there's a lot of variety. They're all mixed in together. The bands are not too close to each other, so they won't interfere with each other's music. There's something for everyone in this parade. So our lead vehicle is a motorcycle driven by Sergeant Arnett of the Nottawasaga OPP detachment, who helped us organize the OPP's presence and security and road closures and that kind of thing.
They're wonderful. I've done a lot of work with the OPP as a volunteer. Well, here we are. He's leading everyone on now.
Yeah, and he's moving nice and slow. But I love having the OPP lead things off. Now they are followed by the Royal Canadian Legion.
Their honor guard, I believe.
That's right. That's right. The color guard and some Legionnaire marchers. And that's a tradition to have them be at the front of the parade. carrying the flags.
Yes, that's a long walk for them.
Well, I see one of them is actually riding.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, here comes Sergeant Arnett. Okay. He's had a hard time there.
So this is the Barry Pipes and Drums.
So this is the Legion's Honor Guard.
Yep. And the Barry Pipes and Drums were founded in the 1970s. They're one of the largest pipe bands in the province, and they proudly wear the city of Barry tartan. I didn't know Barry had a tartan, did you?
Yes, I did know that. Oh. Wonderful.
Now here we have the Alliston Fire Department, the Firefighters Association. That's a vintage truck from 1929.
Yes, 1929, imagine.
1929. Fabulous.
We've come a long way since then. Look what's behind it.
Yeah, here's the modern trucks now of the new Tecumseh Fire Department, led by Chief Dan Hayden. This is a sample of vehicles from their fleet. The fire department's been a big supporter of these parades.
Oh,
We love
always.
having them here. And I know the kids get a big kick out of these fire trucks.
That's a big aerial truck.
Well, we put them at the front of the parade in case they need to get somewhere in a hurry. We just hope that doesn't happen anytime soon.
Oh, let's hope not.
Oh, that's an interesting little vehicle being carried on this trailer.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? This
Hoping
is
to
the rescue.
encourage people to use smoke and carbon dioxide alarms in their homes.
There. Hi, Simon.
There's another aerial ladder truck. I wish my grandson could see this.
Oh, look at the smiles on the kids' faces. They're enjoying this.
Yeah. He loves to play with fire trucks, but his are a little smaller than these.
Yeah, I think so.
Again, the smoke alarms and the CO
Now,
alarms.
here's the Rotary Club of Alliston banner.
Yep, this is our little group with our banner and
Our
some
interact.
high school volunteers,
Hi.
and Punnaba Hartley, our member.
Right. They're doing a great job. They're great kids.
Here's a Rotary board member, Colleen Cotness,
Yes. Hi, Colleen.
driven by Rotary member Darlene McLeod in a
Yes.
Corvette. Terry Dowdle. Well, look at the vehicle Terry's got. Terry's our
Oh, I
MP.
love it.
He's our representative for Simcoe Grey in Ottawa. And that's a big smile.
Hi, Terry.
And here's the new Tecumseh Town Council. Mayor Rick Milne on the front,
Ah,
and other councillors riding a horse-drawn wagon. A little different instead of the usual courtesy cars.
yeah.
That's nice to see. Here's our first Shriners group, the Ramsey Shriners from the hospitals. This is a founder unit 1888. And we love having the Shriners with us. This is their famous streetcar on tires.
Yes.
They do important work helping the community, especially children's hospitals. But it's clear that they like to have some fun too. Trillium Ford Lincoln is here.
Oh, yes.
They have dealerships here in Alliston and in Shelburne. The business was founded many years ago by Jack Van Spiker, a prominent member of the Alliston Rotary Club, who has now retired. His son Eric is carrying on the business and Trillium's tradition of excellence. This is an interesting vehicle, also a part of Trillium with the Ford Bronco.
I've never seen one of those. That's nice.
And we have a Lincoln SUV, the third vehicle in the Trillium group.
Very popular car.
It's a beautiful car.
It's so nice to see all of these businesses coming out and supporting us.
Yep. They love doing what they can for the community. Jack was especially important volunteer in so many ways. He used to run this parade, as a matter of fact.
Yes, he did.
For years and years before he retired. So now we have the South Simcoe Kiwanis. They're a new club just established a few months ago here in Alliston.
They're new to town.
Yeah, they're part of the Kiwanis International, which is a service organization that focuses on children and has been active for more than 100 years.
Yes.
Now this next group is the Mcmurty School of Highland Dance. They're part of the clans of Tecumseh Pipes and Drums. They're all associated. They work together. Kids of all ages.
Thank you.
They're led by community stalwart Rory McKinnon, who's the owner of the Angus and the Alliston McDonald's. So here come the clans of Tecumseh Pipes and Drums.
I was just delivered a note from the Kiwanis president. They're hosting a free Kiwanis teddy bear picnic September 25th, and they're inviting everyone to the Alliston Fairgrounds.
Good, let's give them a plug.
Very good.
The clans of Tecumseh Pipes and Drums are followed by the McDonald's Fry Walkers.
Well, Rory McKinnon.
Yeah, that's Rory. They're celebrating the opening of a new restaurant in Shelburne, opening soon.
He's such a wonderful man. He does so much in this community.
So this tractor is for the Barrie Fair. The Essa District Agricultural Society is here to promote the Barrie Fair, being held August 25th to 28th at the Essa Agriplex in Thornton. The fair dates all the way back, get this, Patricia, to 1853.
Oh, I read that, and I couldn't believe it. That's a long time.
This is the TNT School of Martial Arts. The school is a karate and martial arts club. It offers self-defense training, fitness, and fun for kids, teens, and adults. It's quite a group.
It is quite a group. I think they have like I forget the numbers, but it's big.
Guess what? We've got the Tecumseh Shrine Club in their golf carts. They're from Beaton. They brought their ATV and their golf carts, and they also have some clowns with them. And the clowns are getting a ride. I think they were supposed to be walking.
Well, some of them are. Some of them are walking along.
Maybe they were walking up there and got tired.
Wonderful. The kids are loving it.
Yeah, golf carts, but no clubs on the back. They're having fun.
It's just so nice to see the smiles on all of their faces, you know, the kids. They're having a good time. Oh, we have clowns walking up the side here, too.
Yep. Yeah. Got to catch up to their group.
They're going to be lucky.
They're going to need a ride on the golf carts to get caught up. So this final vehicle is part of the Tecumseh Shrine Club. It says Marshal Papa Ron. So I guess Ron's some sort of a grandfather.
Oh.
Anyway, that's that vehicle is carrying the Grand Marshal. Yeah. And that trailer undoubtedly is where they park the golf carts for the drive home.
Oh. They sure do some wonderful work, and they're, they've supported those hospitals, 1922.
So we've got the Alliston Volkswagen group here now, led by a Volkswagen convertible.
We used to call them
a
the
couple
Bug.
of SUVs and a couple of sedans. Oh, and look at what's coming at the tail end of all these beautiful vehicles. They've got an old Volkswagen bus from the 1960s in lime green.
For the flower children, the flower child.
Yeah, they've got a little pickup truck here. This green thing is a Volkswagen Rabbit from the 1980s, and I'm not even sure what that orange vehicle is, but it's all part of the Alliston Volkswagen
we'll find out, I guess,
complement.
Yeah. Oh, there should be flowers on that Volkswagen.
On the bus, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Well, we've got some kids in there. Some teddy bears.
I remember that. I shouldn't tell you that. Then you know how old I am.
You're dating yourself
I
now.
know.
Yeah, well, I remember the 60s too.
That's interesting.
That's a very interesting vehicle. I wish I knew what it was.
There's some walkers coming. We're not having a lot of walkers this part of the parade.
Most everybody's riding, which is fine. It's a long walk, because they've come from as far as down way past John Street in lining up. So it's a long walk just before they get to the starting position.
It is. And this is a warm night.
So this is Kingsbury Retirement Residence. Lady dressed as a potato. Bud the Spud on the front of the vehicle. It's a bus featuring residents and staff from the Kingsmuir Retirement Residence. Kingsmuir is part of the Sienna Living Group. It's situated in a beautiful building down on King Street South here in Alliston.
It's one of our 3 retirement homes in this town, in Alliston.
And a special
we have
one.
several in New Tecumseh, and that's a fairly new facility. It's very nice.
So
it provides everything.
I think this is the Simcoe County Band, Patricia. Now, these folks have been with us for many years.
Yes, we can hear them.
They play at a variety of community events around Simcoe County. For example, in a couple of weeks, they'll be at the Aurelia Farmers Market. And at the end of August, they'll be part of Aurelia's Sunday night concert series. Let's give a listen.
Yes, let's listen there.
Changing the tune up right now as we speak.
They seem to have as many women as men in that one. That's very nice.
It is nice to see. They were setting up in the parking lot when we were in the hours before the parade began.
Oh, that sounds wonderful, their music.
Now we got a little bit of a gap here before our next entry, but not so big a gap that it was a railroad track incident.
It wasn't a train that stopped.
It wasn't a train that stopped it, exactly.
So who is this?
Well, don't know yet. Don't know yet because the order has been adjusted a little bit.
Okay. Oh, it's still a long way back.
Oh, this is St. John's United Church. These are the potato pancake folks. Okay. Just a little bit delayed. They're driving a tractor. And they're celebrating 150 years of service to Alliston. So their pancake breakfast, again, folks, is from 7 until 11. I think I said 8 earlier, but it starts at 7. Don't miss it. It's a great experience. It's great food. And donations are accepted for support of the church and the community. Oh, look at this. They won the first place award for non-commercial.
Oh,
non-commercial
good.
meaning not-for-profit.
Very good.
for their float. They got hay bales up there, got some kids, got a genuine tractor from, I guess they're 1940s maybe, something like that.
Pancake practice,
yeah,
8 to 11.
They're serving pancakes on the float. These are the Derby Dames.
Oh, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah, the
these
Renegade
ones.
Derby
Yes.
Dames. They're certainly fast and agile on those roller skates. This is the Viking Shrine, led by their pickup truck. And it's the El Shamali Shrine Club.
Oh,
The Striking Vikings. This is the Little Red Caboose. It's a popular attraction in
very
parades all
popular.
around the province. This is a club based in Richmond Hill, but their fundraising efforts support hospitals throughout the region, including Stevenson.
you know, they do all that fundraising, but they come and they do all this entertaining too.
It's great to have them with us year
Yes.
after year.
Yeah. They're always willing to come to a parade or an event.
You know, and when you're talking about a group of that size and vehicles of that nature, there's some expense in getting to these parades. So it's a big deal for them to come out and
I'm not
promote
sure,
themselves, let
yeah.
people know who they are and what they do.
So many of these groups, I mean, we rely on we're all volunteers, you know, but we want to do something. We have to get ourselves there. We have to plan how we're going to manage doing it. And
Yep. In small town Ontario, it's volunteers that make the community go round.
I mean, we don't raise money to come out to a parade. And no, we raise it to do something in the community. So a lot of times it's out of our pocket, any volunteer.
Yeah, and we all make our own contributions.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
sure. Some of them are to Rotary International, and some of them are international projects, like the help that we're giving to Ukraine right now. But most of our efforts and most of our dollars go into our own community.
Most of ours does. But of course, we always give to international, and as you say, Ukraine is a big
So we've got
contribution. This time.
absolutely.
Yeah.
This is JJ Towing. We got a couple of tow
Yes.
trucks from JJ's. Jim Jackson we're glad to have Jim with us. His trucks are back again. He serves customers throughout Simcoe County. That's an old Austin Mini.
I hate to tell you, but he actually towed my husband's car that was in an accident here.
Okay, all right. So JJ's close to home then.
Uh-huh.
These are beautiful trucks. That's quite a turnout. 5 of them.
Yes. And
It's always
nice people.
It's
Nice
always
people.
traumatic to need a tow truck, but it's good to know that there are people like Jim Jackson and his integrity and his honesty that will look after you and make sure that
Exactly.
you get home safe and your vehicle gets to where it needs to go.
You don't plan these things. Woo.
I don't know who that guy was. He's part of JJ's. There he is. Okay, I see the name,
Stunt
the
rider
company
on
name
a- on a
on the
motorbike.
shirt. Yeah, he's pretty good at this. So
Well done.
that's, I guess, part of their service that doesn't involve towing. That was fun to watch. He's quite the performer. So we have another little gap here.
Yes, we do. And I'm just looking around. The crowds are bigger now than when we started,
Well, it's-
especially on the shady side of the street.
Yeah, yeah, certainly on the north side of Victoria. But it's the south side is filled up quite nicely as well.
Well, it's not as sunny there now, but it was so sunny. look at the people behind us and in front of us. That's wonderful.
Yeah. For blocks in every direction. So the police and the town closed Victoria Street to traffic beginning at Sir Frederick Banting Road in the east end of town, out near
They closed it
Tottenham
from
Road.
County Road 10.
At 5 p.m. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
And they cleared the road of traffic all the way down to King Street in our west end. And this parade starts at the Banting Memorial High School. That's the first entry. OPP Sergeant Arnett, you saw on the motorcycle. That's his position, and everybody else lines up to the east from him. And we go down here on Victoria, right through the heart of downtown, and make a turn on Ontario Street. And then the parade will disperse a couple of blocks down south on Ontario, near the old Alliston Arena. So that's the route, and the town cooperates in blocking off all of the streets that access Victoria in either direction, north or south, to make sure that people can line up here as
And they have
spectators.
to start early because people want to park on the street and,
Well, that's right. They have to clear the street of parked cars, obviously, and get all the vehicles out. Now, there are vehicles just to the north of us, behind this line of buildings, and to the south, but nobody's traveling anywhere for the next little while.
Now here's a very popular place in town here, Shiv Shrine.
These folks are great,
Oh,
and
they're
boy,
wonderful.
they put on a show, and boy, do they ever do excellent work. I know that from first-hand experience.
Oh yes, I've had it done several times.
The
Good for
Baines
them.
family runs Shiv Shine. They sure have fun with their parade entries.
Yeah,
It's like performance art for them.
isn't it? Hi.
Shiv Shine Car Wash and Detailing.
Yes.
Yeah, and the detailing is excellent. So here we have the Ontario Potato Distributors. Their core business is farming, packing, storing, and distributing potatoes. It's a family-owned venture.
Yes.
The OPDI is a venture that began 60 years ago, providing
City
high-quality
family,
potatoes
yeah.
around Ontario.
This is potato country. This area.
And these guys perform a very important service for all the Ontario, all
They
the
do.
potato farmers in the area.
Oh, I've always wanted to be able to do this.
For the life of me, I don't know how you get up on one of those.
Well, I need a step ladder. Well done.
Now we have Alliston Botanics. That's a wonderful garden center on Highway 89 at the west end of town.
The Belding family.
They've got everything
Yeah.
for the home gardener and landscaper, from trees and plants to flowers and herbs, and all the supplies you need to complete your project. And they also have Mr. Potato Head.
Well,
I don't remember seeing him in the store, and I go there often.
who's this? Oh, I'm going to see it. Okay.
They're having some fun.
Yeah. Oh, look at the potato head.
So this is the Canadian Mental Health Association of York Region and South Simcoe. We're pleased to have their chapter with us tonight. Their work is so important in helping Canadians achieve and maintain good health. And the last couple of years has been a trying time for a lot of folks,
It has
lacking
been.
social interaction because they've been locked in.
And they deserve big applause for what they do.
And especially
Yeah.
youth. As you see a sign there, number 2 cause of teen deaths is suicide. So now we have Shift. Shift is another not-for-profit organization. It's a local shelter. It stands for Support and Hope for Individuals and Families Today. Used to be known as Alliston Out of the Cold.
Oh.
And now they operate 12 months of the year.
Looking for volunteers.
Always looking for volunteers.
Yes.
So here we have some more mental health folks. Oh, you know who this is? This is Catherine Finley and her miniature horses.
Yes, therapy dog or horses. Yeah.
And they're wearing Matthews House blankets. The horses are.
Oh.
And here's the Matthews House group.
Isn't that something?
Carrying Matthews House flags in honor of that outstanding hospice. Matthews House is a vitally important facility. It helps people and their families deal with the final chapter of their life.
I'm fine. Nice to see you. You're a wonderful group.
They perform a very valuable service in town.
I actually volunteer there.
They're followed by CLASS, which is Community Living Association of South Simcoe. This is another organization that contributes to the well-being of our community.
And with the support of Honda.
Yeah, they
Honda
assist
Foundation.
youth and adults that have developmental challenges or autism.
Oh, we have another band coming.
This is the Innisfil Pipes and Drums from Innisfil, Ontario, just a little bit east of us.
They're in a lot of parades.
They're based at the Royal Canadian Legion in Bellewart, and year after year, this impressive band has been part of the Warriors' Day Parade at the CNE. Here are the Girl Guides.
Great organization.
You know, more than 100,000 Canadian girls and women enjoy camping and travel and community service as members of the Girl Guides. The organization's been operating in Canada since, get this, 1910.
Well, I hate to tell you, but in the 50s, I was a Girl Guide.
That's a good-looking group there. This is the Viking Shrine Club. It's our 4th Shriners group. They're from Aurora. And their transportation is certainly indicative of their name. It's a replica of a Viking ship. On wheels, of course. It's great to have them with us. They do such great community work, especially for children. Love the hats.
You can't say enough about that organization. Shriners are just special people.
HJV equipment was down here at the tail end, but let's give them their due. They're providers of all types of new and used agricultural equipment. Look at the vehicles they've got.
Oh, you're not supposed to.
Yeah, got to be handing them out. Don't throw them. Got a couple of tractors.
Oh, look at the size of this. The wheels on these tractors.
I cannot wait to see the potato machine that's coming after this next tractor. It's got chutes and pulleys and levers, and it's the craziest looking thing, but it works perfectly for
we need it in
for
this
harvesting
area.
Potatoes, that's for sure. This is an impressive lineup of equipment.
Wow, it certainly is. It's the size of them. It's so huge.
This one is so large, it's even got a half track. Look at the track on the back instead of wheels.
Well, we certainly do harvest a lot of potatoes.
That's a magnificent machine. Now here's a set of wheels that almost as tall as you are.
Oh, I'm sure they are. That was quite a display of their equipment.
Now we've got the Skyridge Clydesdales. Have you ever seen a more majestic animal?
Oh, they certainly are gorgeous.
I can't take my eyes off these guys. They are beautiful. I just love watching
Parade
them.
isn't a parade without seeing them.
So graceful and yet so powerful. The proprietors of Skyridge Clydesdales are Patty Hossey and Larry Braden, and they're beaming. They should be behind these fabulous horses.
Beautiful horses.
Here we have the dance workshop. They've got 3 studios in their facility in downtown Alliston here, just down the street from where we're sitting. They've got 300 students ranging in age from 2 to 18.
Oh.
We'll have about 50 of them with us this evening, walking with their parents. And Colleen Ross is the owner, and her professional instructors help these people develop their abilities and their self-confidence through their motto is Dance Done Differently.
They go from age 2 right up to
2 to
adults.
18, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Future ballerinas or jazz dancers.
All types of dance. Something for everyone. And it's recreational, and then if you take it seriously enough, you can get into it professionally
Yes,
after a
you
number
can.
of years. It's great training for young women.
There's some very young kids and girls in this group too.
Little ones, about 4 or 5 years of age.
Yeah.
Behind the dance workshop, we've got the Habitat for Humanity, Huronia, the Restore up there in Barrie. The Restore is a great place to find cabinets, shelving, furniture, and other household items. And every dollar that you spend there goes to a great cause, building homes for the homeless.
Well, I've been in ours on Church Street South many times.
Habitat for Humanity is followed by Freshco, Alliston Freshco. You know what? I'm biased, Patricia. I just love the Freshco supermarket here in Alliston.
It used to be, Sobeys. It used to be our Sobeys store before.
Well, Sobeys owns Freshco,
Yeah.
so it's just a different brand, same company. And they've got a high-quality produce, great packaged food, great prices. It's my go-to place for weekly groceries, and the people are really friendly.
I've stopped down there. That's all part of Freshco that's coming up.
Yep. We got some seagulls floating down Victoria Street here. I have a feeling I know what they're looking for. French fries.
Oh, okay, somebody dropped some.
Yeah, exactly. Or somebody's leftover. Yeah. They're swooping, looking for food.
Okay, here's the Freshco
Here's the balance of Freshco's
float.
exhibit. Yeah. I have a feeling there'll be some potatoes on that trailer.
It's supposed to be potatoes on every float. So you always see a bag of potatoes somewhere.
Well, there's certainly potato chips. I guess that counts.
No, the
Yeah.
bag of potatoes
And there are
too.
some bags of potatoes too. Yeah. That's a nice looking group in their fluorescent shirts.
Thank you. I didn't see that.
So this is the Stevenson Memorial Hospital Foundation. I know you've been involved with them, and my wife Darlene is on the foundation board.
Yes.
The transformation plan at Stevenson is a 100,000 square foot, 2-story wraparound addition. When it gets built, it's going to be fabulous.
Oh.
It will ensure that our hospital meets the needs of the community for decades to come.
And the foundation is fantastic. They're always out there raising money.
Well, they're leading the fundraising efforts for the 43 million community portion of the project costs and doing terrific work. This is the Ferris team, the Ferris Realtors.
Well-known group in town.
They're part of. They're affiliated with Stevenson as a sponsoring organization, so they're part of the Stevenson presence today. And some folks of all ages coming out to support the hospital, and including a little one with 4 feet. Now, this is Landmark Bus Lines. I guess we should have seen the school bus and known who it was.
Well, certainly, because they've been around this area for many, many years.
Well, it's one of our most important services, getting our kids to and from school safely.
To and from school, yes.
Landmark's a locally managed company. It supports tens of thousands of students on 250 routes in Simcoe County. This is the Nicole Jacqueline School of Dance. They offer recreational and competitive programs at their facility down on Parsons Road in the south end of Alliston. And they strive to inspire every dancer to achieve their goals and infuse their hearts with a passion and love for dance.
And very young, too. Look at them.
Certainly are.
Wonderful.
Followed by the instructor with the refreshments in the wagon, just in case.
Well, they're dancing and doing gymnastics as they go, so.
We're happy to have Grace Murphy and her team at Murphy's Auto Sales with us. You'll find a great selection of high-quality used cars and trucks at their location on Yonge Street in the west end of Alliston.
First place for commercial.
Every vehicle Murphy sells is CarProof certified, and they've won our award for commercial float.
Right.
They've got potato bags dressed up with faces.
Wonderful.
Some little ones as well. Some balloons, toy vehicles, and a big football. There's something for everyone there. It's like a day at the beach.
Lots of potato heads there.
Well, Murphy's is just showing off now with this 2022 Challenger.
They could deliver it to my house anytime.
That's quite a car. It's a little fast for us, I think. Now, could these wheels get any wider?
Oh, I'd hate to see that driving down a roadway to take up 2 lanes.
You know what this is called? It's called a spinner. This is FS Partners. They serve farmers with agronomic recommendations, seed, crop nutrients, crop protection, and fuel. And they also serve homeowners with seed and fertilizer for their lawns. This is their newest vehicle, the spinner.
Oh wow,
I'm not sure what it spins, but I think it might be seed.
I would think so.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a bin for seed.
Now here's the Cameron brothers. They're eaves trough experts.
Oh, I've seen their name around. They clean and repair and do
They do, and they're
covers.
also authorized installers of what's called the Leaf Blaster Pro system that prevents drain clogging. You lay that in, the leaves can't get into your drain at all, but water can seep through, and it keeps your drains clear, which prevents some nasty repair bills as water damage flows down your walls and into your house.
Well, if you've got a lot of trees around your property, around your home, that could be a problem.
This is Alliston Home Hardware. Home Hardware store is here with a boom truck and a pickup leading the way. They moved into their beautiful new facility a few years ago.
Yes.
They've been serving homeowners, builders, and contractors in New Tecumseh for more than 50 years. They've got some of their staff here, but based on the ages of some of the kids, I think they're too young to work in the store.
Oh, I don't.
There must be some families.
Families always seem to get involved in the parade. Kids seem to love it.
Now get this.
They got potatoes in their hands.
We've got the Menido Shrine Club. They're a fifth and final Shriners group from Collingwood. They brought their 1949 ladder truck, and guess what else?
1949.
Yeah, go-karts. This is an interesting little vehicle. It's more golf cart than go-kart.
Isn't it?
But right behind the fire truck, we've got the whirling dervishes on their little go-karts. And boy, these guys have fun driving those things.
Kids will love that.
They're the Menido Blue Flyers.
That's quite the fire truck.
I don't know how they roam around as fast as they do and not lose control of these things, because they're just steps away from people in the crowd, but they somehow manage to do it safely each and every year. And that's a blast watching these guys.
And you know, the kids don't run out. They sit and watch so intently when they're there. They're not running out on the streets.
That's for sure.
They just love it.
And they're in such close formation. How do they not crash into each other once in a while?
Yeah.
It never seems to happen, though.
They're having fun.
For sure.
Men and their toys. Look, they're having a great time. Kids, they can't keep their eyes off them. Yeah. Look at them.
Kids at heart in their 70s. Or maybe 60s.
Yeah. We have some creative potatoes here.
Yeah, I think this is Murphy's Farm Market and Bakery.
What a wonderful store.
And they are the commercial runner-up.
Love your signs.
Yeah. So we're greeted by potato heads wearing homemade costumes. And Murphy's, of course, has been a fixture for farm fresh products in Alliston for decades. It's a family-owned farm and store, and it is quite a store.
Their baked goods are fantastic. Everything is made from scratch. Well, I think Rotary should be proud of the parade. For the first time in 2 years, almost 3, I guess.
I think this may be the Funga Drummers. Things are a little out of order, so we don't know for sure, but yeah, this is the Funga Drummers. They're back with us again. They practice a traditional drumming of West Africa, including harvest rhythms, which of course are kind of appropriate as we approach harvest time locally here for potatoes. Group. The Beatty family has been farming potatoes in Alliston for 5 generations, dating back to, yes, 1876. A few years ago, they built a small distillery on their property and began creating vodka from their potatoes. It's a smashing success. This tiny distillery has won numerous international awards, making Alliston proud.
Ken Beatty is now the head of it, the family business now, so... Oh, and it's not just the potato vodka, it's the different vodkas and the gin. And hi.
Here's Tnc Automotive. They're a repair shop based here in Alliston, and their qualified mechanics can handle trucks and trailers as well as cars and SUVs. You know what they specialize in? Honesty and integrity.
Well, that's a good thing to specialize in. Oh, look at this.
This is a beautiful old truck. And this is Shelley Sheriffs. She's a real estate agent with Royal LePage, RCR Realty here in Alliston. She serves Alliston and Everett as well as handling properties in Orangeville and Shelburne. I imagine Shelley's been pretty busy lately with all the people moving to Alliston from the GTA.
I think we're coming to the end of our parade. I'm kind of disappointed.
This is Shelburne Memorials.
Yes.
They were established in 1888. It's owned and operated by the McBride family. And their plant's located in Shelburne, but they now have 15 locations across central Ontario. That's a pretty lively group for a monument company. And that's a police cruiser. That is the end of our parade.
They started the parade and ended it. I just have to say thank you to all these Allistonians and everyone from the area that joined us tonight. I love seeing these happy faces. It was wonderful.
Thanks to all of our viewers for tuning in, and we hope you get to come down to Alliston at some point over the weekend and enjoy the rest of the Potato Festival, but it started off with a bang with the Rotary Alliston Potato Festival Parade. Thanks. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Find out what kind of support that person might need. It might not actually be end of life. It might be respite care or hospice at home, or just linking them with some other resources. And I just do that. And so that's about it.
That's fantastic. And now you said you also will go into someone's home to do, I'm sorry, what did you called it? You would go into assessment.
Yes, an assessment. Right, because everyone, you know, you can have a life-threatening illness. That could be anything. It can be Parkinson's, it can be Lou Gehrig's disease, it can be a cancer, it can be a diabetes that has, you know, become with many complications. And I just go in with my nursing background and just say, look at what that person needs, not both medically, but physically, emotionally, socially, right, spiritually. How can we best help them so that they can manage their disease process? Sometimes it's just some teaching to navigate the system, right? But we all need help once in a while. Absolutely. And that's what I try to be here for.
Absolutely. So an example of respite. What would that look like? They would come to Matthew's house, and what would that look like?
So they'd come to Matthew's house. So respite can be two things. It can be called pain and symptom management. And so I had a gentleman come in, his pain was uncontrolled, and we got his pain under control, and he went home.